We are marking 1 month since the deadly 4th of July flooding in the Texas Hill Country.
More than 130 people lost their lives, many of them children who were away at summer camps. These are some of the victims who were from the Houston area. Kerrville was among the towns that got hit the hardest.
And folks there spent today reflecting on their unimaginable loss while doing their best to keep moving forward. They are speaking with Amanda Henderson, who is back in the same spot she reported from the day of the flood. Amanda.
The roar of the Guadalupe is still loud tonight, just like it was 1 month ago when I stood on this same platform in shock and disbelief at the power of the raging flood waters. This park right here behind me, once home to festivals and interviews, has now become the site of devastation for so many, reminding everyone that although the floodwaters have receded, the ripple effects are far from over.
Crews are working overtime clearing the Guadalupe riverbed. They're untangling trees, digging through debris, and pulling out what's left behind. A familiar sight for siblings Mandy Secor Lipscomb and Neil Secor.
It doesn't feel like a month.
Since floodwaters tore through their family's century-old vacation property, they've been rebuilding Waltonia on the river with the help of volunteers gutting and tearing down cabins.
We're just now starting to start talking about what are the options for what's the Waltonia 2.0 look like.
In the month since the catastrophic July 4th flood killed more than 130 people and left a trail of destruction, several things have changed. Trees now stand sideways, debris is being cleared, and a memorial wall honors the lives lost to the roaring floodwaters, which have lowered throughout Kerr County.
When I went over here to Guadalupe by the Nimitz Dam, it was like you just felt, the land felt different, you know? A lot of people died.
Steven Spinks comes to reflect at the wall on Water Street. He says even with so much change, one thing remains.
When they say, how are you? It's like, well, that's a tough question, you know?
Through tears, he tells us he looks at every photo, letter, and item attached to the memory wall. Everything hitting home.
A friend of mine lived in Hunt. Her house got washed away. She stayed on a tree for 3 hours until she went down the river like a mile at 30, 40 miles an hour.
A memory as fresh in his mind as it was a month ago.
The flood hurt his body, mind, and soul.
In Kerr County, I'm Amanda Henderson, KHOU 11 News.
A DPS trooper from Houston is going the extra mile to honor the lives lost and comfort those who are trying to recover.
He is doing it through music. DPS trooper Christopher Taylor wrote that song titled Camp Mystic Lullaby. He's been playing it on the banks of the Guadalupe River in Center Point.
I just went to that place in my heart where I wanted to write music. It took me about 4 tries, 4 different melodies I put together. I finally got this one. We are trying to give honor to those that are fallen and maybe some hope and peace to those who are surviving and hurting. The most important thing that I could possibly say is that God is still in control, no matter what.
Trooper Taylor says he started playing in what he thought would be a quiet area of the river, but the music has been heard wide and far. And you know, it may just be what people need to hear. Music, as we know, can have healing effects.
And they certainly need that there.
Absolutely.